Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So, the situation is as follows. Yesterday I went to watch Tenet, Christopher Nolan's latest movie in theaters, and as I got back home with the adrenaline still rushing through my veins and the emotion of what I just saw, I started writing, and 4 or 5 pages later I thought, well, this could actually be turned into a video. So that was last night. Now today I read it again, and as I was reading it, I thought of something else, which is make a shorter video that I usually do in my channel, with a more brief review of the movie and with beer. Now, the beer is here for 3 reasons. First of all, it's because I thought that way it would make a funnier, lighter video. Second is, well, because it's hot as hell here in Madrid and a cold beer is always useful. And the third reason, well, let's see if you can spot that one. And without further ado, this is the beer review of Tenet. Salud. I will begin by saying this. Tenet is to James Bond what Inception is to Ocean's 11. It's a story about spies who try to save the world without the world knowing about it. We have a protagonist, we have an ally, we have a girl, we have a villain, we have a lieutenant, we have a great cast. So, what's new about this? What makes Tenet so special? Because we've seen this before. We've seen it in James Bond. We've seen it in Jack Reacher. We've seen it in Kingsman. I think what makes this movie different, we have to go back to the tenet or the principle of the philosophy of Christopher Nolan, which is, I'm going to show you something that you've never seen before. This is Christopher Nolan's big message of go to the cinemas. In this movie, he uses the concept of inversion, which is that a person, an object, could have his entropy reversed, which means that he would move in the opposite direction of time as anybody else. This can be seen as person moving backwards in time, objects that are being caught before they're thrown, or even person that could die of hypothermia from an explosion. This allows Nolan to write a story that works sort of as a 4-dimensional Rubik's Cube. Basically, what happens as you go forwards is clashing with what happens when you go backwards, which defines the 2 directions of the space-time continuum. As the movie progresses, you see how everything starts falling into place, to the point where you see that everything that's being told has its echo both in the future and in the past. This is his 11th movie as a director, and he is establishing some trademarks as to how he works in the movie business. Basically, in this movie I would talk about 3, which are the cast, filled with stars from Robert Pattinson to John David Washington, Kenneth Branagh, Elizabeth Debicki, and they all participate in some form in the action sequences. The second one would be that these action sequences are shot as much as possible in camera, meaning that most of what you see in the movie is actually happening for real. They actually did put a plane through the hangar. The third one is his use of IMAX cameras, which allow him to have movies with as much definition as possible, so that when you see it in a big screen, you see everything with as much detail as you can. Reviewing Nolan's work as a screenwriter, we can say that this movie is good. It's very good. But it's the tandem of writer and director, in which from the script he creates such stunning images, such exciting action, and just general awe that elevates this movie to a wonderful masterpiece. All of this is to sort of justify your answer to the two questions that should be at the beginning of this video. First of all, should I watch this movie? Hell yes. Second question, should I watch this movie in theaters? Of course you should. Well, provided you can social distance yourself from others and follow always the recommendations from the local authorities and the tips from the health professionals. But whether you end up liking it or not, I can guarantee you this: Tenet will show you things on the screen that you've never seen before. Well, this is the end of our video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope I can upload more of this crazy little things as we go on. And I hope you guys picked up the mystery behind the third reason of the beer.
It's a murder mystery party.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.